record now, or else I probably won't end up really recording anything because I've been having a hard time recording later in the day. Yesterday, I recorded myself painting my nails, so that's something that I'll have up for yesterday. That should be in the vlog. I don't know how I'll end up putting things together, whether I'll have these 2 days, yesterday and today, in the same vlog. I am not quite sure how everything's gonna go together, but that's basically, I think, all I recorded yesterday. But I'll have a sped up video of that, and I then took some pictures of how my nails looked cleaned up, but I have a light blue polish on them. It's hard to get them like in focus though with my face in the shot, but I did take some decent pictures. So the main thing I'm going to try and do today is record a video and finish editing my second vlog that I need to put up. I got a fair amount done yesterday with editing, and I had hoped that I would be able to record yesterday. I thought that I could record when my dad wasn't in the room, but I think I'm just gonna have to record in my room. So I've brought some of my background things into here, and my phone stand and my microphone. I have a lapel microphone that I got a while ago, and I used that on my phone for recording. I think I'm just gonna end up using my phone because that's easier than figuring out my camera and where to put it. So that's probably just what I'm gonna do, and I'll see how I feel if I'm gonna do makeup or not, because I would like to, but I always have to factor in that it takes time and energy to put it on and time and energy to take it off, and then that there's always time and energy with setup and taking everything down. So even though the video itself shouldn't take very long to record, it's all the other things that usually prevent me from recording as often as I would like. I think what's mainly been preventing me from doing it at some other times is that if it were just the video that I was recording, that I could do, but it's all the other parts of it that I don't necessarily tend to have the energy for. So I don't know if I'm gonna end up being able to do it before I take a nap. I was putting off taking some of my medicine this morning so that I could see if I was going to be able to do it before my nap, but I think I'm too tired even without my medications, because I slept for a while yesterday. I didn't sleep for the night. I didn't really go back to sleep, but I had a long kind of nap from 5:30 until 2 in the morning, which is sometimes what my schedule ends up being, but it wasn't terribly restful because I just had a lot of really active bad dreams, which is kind of just what happens. It's not uncommon. I have definitely a lot of sleep issues, but they're just not at the top of my list of dealing with right now. So even though I slept for a long time, it's not really a restful sleep, so I just ended up being really tired when I woke up, but I wasn't really able to go back to sleep. So I've been up since 2:30 in the morning, and it's almost 10 now. So I'm hoping that now that I have taken my medicines, I can maybe go back to sleep, and then I'll feel like recording, because I have to record today or there's no point in me doing this one video. So I just kind of have to make myself do it. regardless of how I feel. But while I'm, I guess, waiting to go to sleep, I'm going to work on editing. I've done my setup with my, like, table thing and mouse and everything. So I'm going to work on that. And at some point, my mom will come home and we'll clean the guinea pigs' cages. Right now she's with Winnie at volunteering somewhere. I don't know where they went today. Winnie did not want to get up from her bed. She really didn't want to go today. She usually really likes going. She loves people. She loves getting pets. That's why she really likes doing the volunteering and being a therapy dog, is because she loves people. But she didn't want to go today. She wanted to stay in her bed. I think she'll be happy once she's in the car. I'm sure she was fine. So that's what's happening today. This is my brand new planner for 2024. I just got this off of Amazon. I ordered it like 2 days ago, so it did come quickly. I had realized that I still hadn't gotten a planner or calendar for the new year, and I do really need something to write things down and keep track of everything, because I'm not good at remembering things or getting things done unless I write them down or plan them. I don't know if I've mentioned it in any of my other like videos talking or anything in previous parts of the vlogs, but I do have diagnosed ADHD. I am not currently on medication, and one of the things that helps me is to just write things down and plan out when I'm going to do certain things, because if I just try and keep it in my brain, I'll forget, and I'll also just never get things done. It's something that I learned when I was finishing up my degree, was that I needed to write everything out that I needed to get done, and then also say what days of the week am I going to do it, and sometimes break it down into what times of the day, and that helps a lot. And I mean, I do adjust things, and I'm always able to work with things changing. I'm pretty open to things changing and able to deal with that. But just at least having plans makes me a lot more relaxed and I have to keep it all in my brain, because if I try and just remember everything, I actually get very anxious, because then I'm just constantly thinking and constantly saying, oh, I know I have to do something, but what is it that I have to do? So this from online looked like it had a lot of different sections, and you know, there's some things I'm probably not gonna use in it. I'm not usually so much into the whole like vision boardy stuff like this, but we'll see. It definitely had daily and monthly, which is what I need. It's interesting that it has this spending kind of stuff, which I don't know if I'll try and do that or not. I do have a lot of trouble with keeping track of money. I'm not good with math in general, but also money. Like, I'm just bad with the concept of it and keeping track of it and everything, unless I write it down and like constantly look at it. Otherwise, it's kind of too abstract of a concept for me. So maybe that will be helpful. I don't know if I'll use that. I mean, the habit tracker could be just kind of interesting, but I don't think it's something I need. Then there's just some open pages, which is always useful. And what else? I think that's all open, and then we just get to the actual calendar parts. So I always need the monthly so I can write things that like actual events happening, which usually for me this is doctor's appointments, so that I can keep all that straight and don't schedule things on the same days. And then also having enough room to write out what I'm going to do on each day. So I think that's mostly what this is. There were some cheaper ones that I saw on Target online that I also liked. This one has like a few more types of pages, things that you can track. But my mom wasn't going to be able to go to Target, and Target had a minimum amount to get free shipping, whereas we have Prime for Amazon. So there's also monthly highlights, which I likely won't do. And important dates, I don't know about that. And personal growth type of stuff. I don't usually really do that kind of thing either, so I don't know about that. I know that there's a bookmark, which they had mentioned, and I always need bookmarks, so I like that. And then there's this little sticker sheet, and there's pockets. There's pockets on both covers, which is useful, so I can stick things in there. So that's what I got, and I'll probably already start writing things in there because I already have things I want to do for January and the end of this month for videos, and I need to write that stuff down so that I can get it organized and planned. So I'm glad that I got this today. I'm gonna attempt to do my makeup for a video. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm gonna try and figure it out. I'm gonna start with putting on some lotion because my face does tend to be pretty dry. This is just what I have right now. It's not the most moisturizing lotion. There's definitely other more expensive things that I've had samples of that I think are better for my skin, but this is what I have right now, and for like a daily basis it does work well enough. I don't know what would exactly be the proper next step. I have a primer, which I haven't actually used before because I got it for my brother's wedding and then I left it at home. So it's a Fenty Beauty one, and it's Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. And I think I'm supposed to wait a little bit before I put anything on and let the lotion go in to my skin and then do a primer. I do have stuff for doing my eyebrows. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that before I put foundation on, because I feel like I normally do foundation as one of my first things, and then I do stuff with my eyes. So I'm not completely sure about that. I think I might just put the primer on now and just not really wait. So I assume that I don't need a whole lot at a time, and I don't know if I'm supposed to use a sponge or not. I got these 2 sponges, and then I have a few brushes, and I used this one for my makeup for the wedding, and it worked pretty well. I was only doing like a very little bit at a time, not even like a full pump, so I hope I put enough on, but I think I did an okay job with that. So I think I'm gonna let that sit for a minute, and I guess I'll try and do my brows. I'm not terribly good with them. That's what I'm always worried about, is I don't really know what I'm doing with my brows yet. I never used to do them when I did do makeup, so still figuring it out. That is much better than I normally do. I saw on someone's channel, I don't remember who, it might have even been on TikTok, to start on the outside instead of the inside, and I had been doing the inside, and then it just looked too strong. So I think that's good for now. And this is Rare Beauty. This one is the Shape and Fill Duo, and the shade I think is just brown. It's close to the darkest shade. This is my concealer. I've had this forever. I don't even know what this is. Elf Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. I know I've had this for years. really don't do makeup at all really anymore, like day to day. And when I do makeup, I just don't do very heavy makeup. So I'm not doing very much concealer, and I'm not really going to wear actual foundation. I just have a BB cream that works pretty well for me. So it's this one, Maybelline Dream BB Pure, and I guess the color is shade 100 Light Sheer Tint. I've only used it a few times since I've gotten it because oh, maybe it needs to be shaken up. I don't know. It just came out watery. Okay, now it came out pretty normal. I do hold on to makeup until something is wrong with it and I can't use it anymore, because I just see no reason to get rid of it when it's still usable. I spend money on makeup so infrequently that I don't to get rid of something that's still usable. So I do have stuff that's years old, which I know you're not really supposed to do, and most people don't do that, but I just don't like to waste. And anyone that's watching this that does no makeup, like, I'm sure there's plenty of things I'm gonna do wrong. Like, this is definitely not any sort of tutorial, because I just don't know what I'm doing with makeup anymore. It's changed so much since when I used to wear it regularly. So I'm not gonna be trying to show people what to do, and as long as you're nice about it, you can tell me what to do correctly. I mean, even if people aren't nice, like, fine, I can deal with it, but I would always rather people be polite. But I mean, yeah, you can just tell me what I should do. I really don't like the feel of most foundation. Like, I don't like the heavy feeling. Plus, my skin just gets itchy. I have a lot of skin allergies, and I find that I don't really have too much of a problem with this BB cream. It doesn't feel heavy to me. For the most part, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, and I don't get too much of an itchy feeling. So I like it. If I felt like putting the effort into makeup more often, like, I think it would be good to wear regularly. I do have powder, like setting powder, but I don't think I'm gonna do that today because I'm gonna take this off as soon as I'm done recording. So I'll probably be fine. So I think I got everything out that I'm gonna use today. This is super old blush, but I really like it. It's CoverGirl. It's number 540 Rose Silk, but this is super old. Like, I don't even know how long I've had it. So it probably doesn't even exist anymore. But I mean, it's still in good condition. So I have the light, my little light right behind me, so I don't know that I'll be able to get an accurate color. That's kind of what it looks like. I probably do things like blush very old, because I've not really tried to adapt my makeup too much to what's done now. I still think what I do looks good on me, so I haven't felt the need to really change what I do. I don't do any contouring or bronzer or anything, so I just kind of do blush and mascara or something on my eyes if necessary, and something with my lips, and that's basically all I do. I don't know that I'm gonna do anything on my eyelids. This is just what my eyelids normally look like. This is, I don't know, I just have like some discoloration for some reason. This is the only eyeshadow palette I have, and it's just this Wet n Wild one. I think I'll try and just do that color. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, it doesn't really do too much, which is fine. And I just put a little bit of the gold on, and oh, I usually put a primer on, but it's fine. And then I have these samples that I got, and they seem to work well. So this is Lancome. I don't know if I'll get to show up, but this is Lancome Cils Booster XL mascara primer, and then I have the Clinique High Impact Mascara in black. I already have pretty long lashes, so like I don't have to do anything to them. Okay, so that's what they look like. I mean, I think this mascara works pretty nice, but also I think I can probably work with most mascaras because I know that I have pretty good eyelashes, you know, as far as that's concerned. Like, I'm pretty lucky with that. So I've never really cared that much about what a mascara is like. I just use whatever I have. This is the new lip gloss that I got. It's Queen Cosmetics, and this shade is called Supernova. I can't really show the color that well in the tube, but it's kind of like a pink sparkly. So that's probably just all I'm gonna do as far as makeup. Let's see how it looks with a different color light. So that's with the blue lighting. Let's put the light off. That's with the more yellow. Yeah, probably keep that one. But that's my makeup, and that's pretty much my like regular stuff. I have a Wet n Wild setting spray that seems to work pretty well. I mean, I don't test anything to a huge extent because I just don't wear makeup too much, and it's kind of hard to know where to start with getting more things. Like, I have looked at getting other eyeshadow, but I kind of don't know where to go. There's just so many different eyeshadows, and I also can't spend like $30 to $50 on an eyeshadow palette. That's just too much for me, which seems to be kind of what they all are. So I don't know. I mean, what I have right now as far as makeup works. So I guess this is the final look of what I'm gonna do for recording. That's my eyelids, and I'm happy with how my eyebrows turned out, and I like this lip gloss. I'm glad I got it. And I probably will get something else from them because they gave me a discount code with, you know, my next purchase. But what I want to get from them is they have this black lip gloss, and I've never had a black lipstick or a black lip gloss, but it's sold out right now because it was really popular on social media, especially TikTok, I think. So I think I'll just keep an eye on it and wait to see when it comes back in stock, and I might also see where I can find some other black lipstick. We'll see. So that was me putting on my makeup. I'm filming an update because I haven't filmed anything as far as an update for Vlogmas in quite a few days. I haven't filmed anything since the 14th, and on the 14th I just filmed my cat. So it is the 17th now. I've actually done quite a lot. I just haven't been feeling like getting on camera to update on anything, but I did get my video that I needed to get filmed. I got that filmed, and then I edited that. I posted it. I've had all that done for a few days, and then I do have 2 other videos that I need to film and edit before the month is over, and of course continue with what I'm doing for Vlogmas, which will be over soon since it's the 17th now, and I'm pretty sure people only go until the 24th, I think. And some point this week, probably, I might want to try on Monday, I'm going to bake cookies. I don't know you actually consider what I've decided to make cookies, but like pastry. I'm gonna make rugelach, which is like a Jewish, Eastern European type of pastry, and I found a good recipe for them online, so I decided I'll make those. And my dad was able to do the shopping this week, and so he found the things that I needed that we didn't have, and so I'm gonna film myself making those. My dad had a checkup, and now he's able to well, I don't know if he's able to do like all his normal activities, but like he doesn't have to do the lying down thing that he had been doing. He's able to be normal within the house. I think he's probably not able to do his like exercising and everything, probably not able to do that yet. And he's able to go to work, although I think they're on break now because he teaches at a college. So I think they're on break now because I think they just had a final and that's what he's grading right now. So there's, yeah, that he's doing good right now. I got my stuff done that I'd wanted to do. And then I have to go to my pain doctor on Wednesday. It's always annoying when I have to go to them. Every other month, I think it is, I have to go to my pain doctor, which is an hour away from us, to do a urine sample so that I'm able to continue to take my pain medications, like for them to still prescribe it. So I basically have to go an hour, 2 hours total trip for what usually amounts to being just a few minutes, because it's, I sign in, I get the cup real quick. Like, I don't even have to wait usually. I just get it. I do that, hand it in. It usually takes a total of just a few minutes. And then I leave and go an hour back home. But they have to have it done in their offices for being, like, sure that there's no, like, messing around with it. So I can't do it at, like, any sort of, we have Quest Labs right near us, but we can't do it there like you would for any sort of like drug testing or doing lab work for a job or something. For this, it has to be at their offices. So it's always kind of annoying that I have to go so far for such a, what ends up being so short of an actual visit. But it's the only way for me to continue to get my medication. So I have to do that on Wednesday. And I'm finally going to the eye doctor too on Thursday, because I know that I probably need a new prescription. I just haven't bothered with it. So I'll hopefully get some new glasses, because these ones are actually kind of falling apart. They're old, and they were, the kind of the cheapest we were able to get. So I have to, hopefully I'll, get new frames and new prescription. And I can't get contacts right now because my insurance doesn't cover the contacts or the test for the contacts. So I have to do that at some other point in time. But at least I can get new glasses. And I think that's really what's going on this week. I got my Amazon package that had my 2 wigs in them, and I got brushes for doing nail art, so I can start trying to do that. And then I also ordered the other day a few things from Sephora, because my points from, added up from over the whole year, it looks like they expire at the end of the year. Like, you don't get to keep them in the next year, and I don't want them to go to waste. So I wanted to be able to use those points on the sample size things you can get, because I don't buy things from Sephora very often because I don't have the money to do that. But I was able to buy a few cheap things and then be able to get some sample stuff. So I got this is an eyeshadow palette, and this is a lipstick that's kind of like a dark blue, because I was looking at maybe getting black, but then I saw that was much cheaper. And then this is a lip liner because I've actually never used a lip liner, never had a lip liner before, and I thought it might be useful for some of the darker lipsticks that I have to have a little bit of a lip liner for that. And so then I just got, you know, some of the extras. I got like a moisturizer and some perfume samples. So that's kind of what's going on right now. And for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna work on editing until I fall asleep. So bye for now. That is Ziggy in there. We say that he's a lump because he likes to go under the sheets, but that's usually when the bed is actually made. My mom was in the middle of making the bed, and then he went into it. Now he won't come out. How you doing, Ziggy? Being a lumpy boy?
You're trying to lure him out?
No, I'm just looking at him. I'm just doing a quick update. It's the 21st. Today I had an eye doctor appointment and then an appointment on the phone with my pain doctor. So I got both those done. I'm going to be getting glasses that I should be getting in a few weeks. And I did something yesterday. Oh, yesterday I filmed part of a video making rugula, which are like pastry cookie type thing. They're common at Jewish like events, holidays. I particularly am familiar with them around Hanukkah, so that's why I thought of making them now. So I'm going to have a video, probably just a standalone video, where I am making them. And I did the dough part yesterday, but then that needs to be in the refrigerator, and it can be taken out after an hour and a half, but it can also stay in the refrigerator for up to 48 hours. And so I'm probably going to do the rest of it today. My dad is helping me with it because I just haven't done any sort of baking or cooking for a while. So I'm just kind of wanted to have him there in case I had questions. Plus he just knows where everything is in the kitchen. So he's in the background helping me. But I've done that, and then I just have to do the filling that goes inside of it and then the actual baking, which shouldn't take too long. So hopefully I'm able to do that today, but if I can't do it today, then I'll do it tomorrow, which is Friday. And then I'll just have to edit that and post that. And then I do have another video that I want to put out within this month. I mean, hopefully within this week or next week, because it's not exactly a Christmas specific, it's more just winter, but it's reading a book that is wintry themed that I liked from my childhood, and I think it's a good book, and it has really good illustrations and everything. And I just had to actually practice the pronunciation because it's called The Mitten, and how I normally say TT and particularly TTEN is I usually don't say the T's very well unless I'm focusing on it like I just did now. Otherwise, I usually just say like kitten or mitten, and that's how I normally say it. So with the title being The Mitten, that word is in the book a lot, so I just had to read through it and make sure that I'm enunciating it well. But I think I'll be fine. I just have to, kind of focus on that. But with most of my I have a few words and I guess like letter combinations and stuff that I have weird pronunciations with, or just ways that I say them. And all of those I'm like capable of saying them correctly. It's just that I have to focus on it and very clearly, you know, slow it down a little bit. But when I'm just regularly speaking, I'm not going to say it right. So as long as I'm focusing on it, I should be able to say it. But I might slip up at some point. Most of the time I think I'll be understandable though. When I looked at the book, I was like, oh, this might not have been the best book, but it's a really good book, and so I think I'm still gonna go with it. And I had wanted to film with my 2 wigs that I got. I had wanted to do just like a short video of trying them on, and so I think I'll still do that at some point, but that's not as important as getting these vlogs out, which I'm working on the 3rd week one now, and getting the baking video that I'm doing now, getting that out this month, and then filming and getting the reading out. I'm having to keep things written down to keep track of them because it's always very hard for me to just remember stuff. So I think I have everything sorted in my mind, and I do want to try and do a favorite books of the year, which people are starting to post those now, but I think I'll just have to try and post it at the beginning of January. I don't know when I'm going to record it because I'm trying to record all these other things now, but I'm doing pretty good at keeping on top of things, which is nice. So that's how things are going right now. This is Cappy. His name is Cappuccino. We're having a cuddle. We're having a cuddle. You can hear. This is happy noises. This is just him talking. Yeah. That's him just having things to say. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? He's my sweet little baby. He always wants attention. Yeah. Here's what I am having for dinner tonight. I do not know what it is called, but my dad made it, and he said that it is something from Georgia, the country, and it's something that I have to eat slowly because there's a lot of dairy in it and a lot of fat in it, and I've already mentioned that I'm lactose intolerant and I take pills for that, but I also have to be careful of things that are fatty because I do not have a gallbladder anymore. I got it removed last year in November because I was having a lot of gallbladder attacks and I couldn't really function. So if I don't have a gallbladder, that means I have trouble processing things with fat. So I basically try and eat as low fat as I can, and if I do eat things with fat in them, then I eat them very slowly. Otherwise, I can have a very upset stomach. So this is what I'm going to eat. Beside whatever this is cauliflower. So that's what I'm doing right now. I walk into the kitchen and I see this. What are you doing, Ziggy? Why are you up here? What are you up to? Are you supposed to be up here? You trying to get some food? It's not for you.